what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. I'm going to do another Nirvana. We're going to do All Apologies. Got a little funky tuning that I'll talk about, break down the riffs and everything, and hopefully we have fun. Also, thanks for supporting my project, Marty Music. Got some free courses for you if you need them. In the first comment down there, you can go right to them, and I really appreciate that. But anyway, let's break this one down. Let's start with the tuning. So it's basically you'd play the guitar like it's drop D tuning, but then everything is a half step down from there. So what that means is that this first note is a C sharp. This next note is a G sharp. In other words, a half step lower than the A string. But the C sharp is down because of that drop D tuning. So C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp, D sharp. That's what it would look like on a tuner, the sharp being the number sign. Next, the weird thing about this song is that he's never playing the exact same pattern through. And so what I mean by that is the amount of times that he hits the open and all that, it kind of mixes around. So I was thinking of the easiest way to teach you, and I'm going to start with the little riff without the open note. And so we go like this. And so that's 2 times on the 9 with the index, and then middle finger up to the 10, then back off. So then it comes back down, but it immediately slides up to the 12. Then you hit it a second time, then it goes back down to 10, and then index on 9. Now we're going to add the open string with that first note, like that. See that? And you want it to ring out. And so the riff starts the same way, just like that. But the slide and back is now a string down, the D string. So when you put that together, see that? So you still do that on the A string, but then the slide jumps over. Then it does the first one again, and I'll show you some variations, but this is the best way to learn it, I think. So it does the first one again, and then just like with the same rhythm and everything, we're going to skip all the way over to the G string now. And so what we're doing is we're sliding from 9 to 11 on the G string. And then you're going to get that open D to ring out with it. So just make sure your index finger is not blocking it. So 11 down to 9, and then you're going to grab the 12 on the D. You can use your ring or your pinky. I'd say most people are going to want to use their ring finger. And if those open ones get in there for any of this, it still works. That's one good, little saving grace there is with this tuning. You know, all these open strings kind of work for all the main parts. Okay, so let's go from the beginning. Now, on the Unplugged Live, it looked like Kurt Cobain was just planting that index finger on the 9 of the A string for the whole thing. And then the other guitar player, Pat Smear, was in there playing as well. And then the bass was going, droning on that. So there was always a pulse, even if he was alternating how many times, because sometimes you'll get something like this. Instead of that getting in there, it would just be this alone. Instead of, you know. So sometimes, if you think of it this way the whole time, then that's the right idea, but he's never doing that. It's sometimes this note by itself, substituting. Sometimes it's over here. So a good way to think of it is, you know, make sure you're getting that first open there, but sometimes you're going to want to get it twice. But I'd say by the time you get to that, on the slide up, you can get it in there, but on the slide back, don't play the open. Let it ring out. The only other section is In the Sun, and it's since it's in this drop D style tuning, to play a G chord. You can do it with one finger. You can do it with this, and you're basically covering the 5th fret here, 5th fret here, 5th fret here. If you get the open strings in there with it, you're good. You don't really want that high E though, so just kind of chug along on the opens here. You could also just do 5/5 on the top 2. And then you just play an A chord. There it was. Thanks again for hanging out. Hope you had fun, you guys. You can request your songs in the comments below while you're down there. I appreciate you subscribing. Also checking out martymusic.com. Thanks again, and hope to see you real soon.
I gotta keep on making it. Keep